Send you all some warm, positive vibrations. This is Body Culinary, aka Kwasapeacefull eating. And I thought I would stop back in very quickly because a subscriber a subscriber, pardon my list, on the YouTube channel asked a question. And sometimes it's interesting. I mean, I guess I can see why. Asked me a question about how to get my eyebrows to grow. It's interesting. I'm here talking about fruits and vegetables and stuff. People want to talk about eyebrows. Get in where you fit in. So not eyebrows, eyelashes. So I thought I would answer that. I thought I've answered that before, but I will answer again. No skin off my nose. So again, this is Kwasa, aka Kwasapeacefull eating, personal trainer, professional chef, natural born woman. Shout out to you, whatever your expression is. On my YouTube channel, I share some of my journey of radical self-acceptance, and what that looks like for me is celebrating and appreciating the unique DNA and features that I have been divinely assigned, right? I am not anti-makeup. You got to do whatever floats your boat, eat whatever you want to eat, use whatever labels or don't labels you want, whatever makes you happy, whatever is giving you results. Though over here in this little corner of the Ethernet, I share some of my journey of radical self-acceptance. You see me always playing in my very fine, extremely fine Afro textured hair. You can call it whatever you want. Being creative with it, right? Because I prioritize a lifestyle that allows me to get into my 3 lifestyle practices. And those lifestyle practices are the 3, and they're 3 that you have access to. And by the way, this is my hair. I just made some of the no polish gel from the cactus in the garden. So I love to make things from the garden because I know exactly what's in it. So I have the pulp left over here, and we'll talk about that. But I have several gels that I'll use. So hint to, I think it's Aries, that asked Aries girl that asked me about what I'm using for my eyelashes. So again, I want to make the distinction that when I think of something growing, whether that's my hair or my skin healing, I'm someone that's had a lot of acne and scarring. I'm not anti-makeup though. I prioritize active lifestyle. Right now, I'm in a heat wave again. So I really prioritize going from activity to activity. For those of you that are the early risers that join me at 5 a.m. in the early morning, which is earlier on my side, I go from the workout to the garden, to sometimes online, to back to the garden. So in the heat wave, I got a lot of stuff to do. So it's just impractical. I can't see sweating a whole bunch of expensive makeup down my neck. I rather lay on the floor. So I don't have any slick down edges, though. If I wanted to neaten it or whatever, I will put the no polish on it. But quite often it's water. And this is different than using water straight out of the tap. So shout out to Yanni, the lockologist. I always have to give her a shout out because she makes the distinction for healthy hair, and she put us on to rose water. Though I'm always looking for things that I can do from my own little yard garden, right? Because I'm not one for being on a whole stroll with products. It's not that I'm not luxuriating, but it is very fulfilling to be connected to what you are ingesting internally and what you're putting on your skin. So for those of you on YouTube, if you like this kind of content, anything having to do with the garden, a daily movement practice, and peaceful consumption, those are my 3 lifestyle practices: peaceful consumption, a daily personal movement practice, and garden therapy. You have access to this, whatever your environment, wherever you are paying rent and mortgage. And by the way, natural bodies matter. So I'm over here. I'm really loving my 50s. I would have to say this is the first time, and I'm in my 50s recently, that I don't think about age. So if somebody said chronological age, that is, somebody said something, your generation, I was like, what the heck are they talking about? Your generation. I don't think of age. I was like, I could be in my 30s. I don't think about it. So I'm looking forward, and I'm very intentional to strive to enjoy my present time inside of my own hair and skin. I find it extremely enjoyable. I find it provides a very firm, solid foundation for a rock solid esteem, right? There's nothing wrong with a healthy sense of vanity and enjoying your features. Like, there is a healthy sense of vanity with knowing, like, it's my hair and it's mine. I don't have to struggle. I know what it's like, the struggle bus ponytail is no bigger than your fingertip. and just trying to force your features and your skin to do something it wasn't designed to do and it doesn't want to do. Now, that being said, the flip side of the coin is that women of the Afro diaspora, we are very creative. We can take $5 and rock an outfit, some baby hair, toothbrush, and all of that. We work with what we have, right? And all of our different shapes, whether we're voluptuous, whether we're very, very, very slim, we just work it. So I apply those principles. So anyway, subscribe to the channel if you like this kind of content. Follow me. You're invited to follow on Instagram, TikTok, Body-Culinary, let's see, Facebook, and YouTube channel. And if you put the notification bells on for all, you'll get a notification as I rotate the early part of the workout during the week. So if you'd like to work out with me to transform your body at home, and I'm going to answer that question, if you have enough space for an exercise mat, you have enough room to transform your body to something that's realistic, that can stay lifted, and most of all can stay relatively pain-free and last you until your hair is white. So that is one of my priorities as a personal trainer. Someone has seen lots of injuries, people on all kinds of surgeries, all kinds of medication. I'm going for the longevity, and I also like to play, right? So I really want to enjoy my body parts, and I know that they won't always be the firm, juicy mangoes. I have given life. I have breastfed with these breasts, and my priority is that they remain tumor and growth free. That is my priority. All right, so that being said, let me answer the question. And where's my water? Let me get some water. All right, so people asking, how am I getting my eyelashes to grow? Which is a funny question, but it's a real question because I remember I would be asking questions like that too. Right? Young women, young flowers, internet, and we're taking and enlarging the screen. Is that their real hair? Is that their real eyelashes? How can you maximize the growth of your own stuff? And it is about 104 degrees. Right? And I am my wisdom years. So water. Number one is water. And something that you enjoy. Now, living water, I like to make distinctions because we can all assume we're saying the same thing. We say raw food or vegan. I don't care what your labels are. But for me, there are certain distinctions that work for me, and I like to do what works. So I love the distinction of living water. For me, living water is water that is still inside of the food, right? It's not the same. And it has a lot more life force and life vitality than the things that you find on the shelf. Can you drink both of them? Yes. But I want the juiciness. I want the life force. I want the electricity that's in the food. Once you start over processing the food and drying it, frying it, baking it, dehydrating it, reconstituting it with water coming out of the pipe, it's just not the same thing. So I prefer the living water. So the living water that I'm using today is from the nopales, and I just use